Hey, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about some brands that I have changed my mind about, for better or for worse. Now, we all know in the beauty community that brands can very quickly go from highly coveted and stand to cancelled. The big C word. I've actually mentioned a couple of these brands previously, and I mentioned that I will not support them. However, my mind has changed about them, so for better or for worse, here are some brands that I've changed my mind about. I have 5 brands I need to mention. 5, let me just double check. Yep, 5 brands. I'm not very good at numbers. We've established this on my channel. And I just want to say, you're allowed to have your own opinions about these brands. That's the beauty of the world, that we don't have the same opinions. And I respect your opinion, as long as you respect my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and which brands they support and which ones they don't. But anyways, I wanted to start off with some brands that I have initially not been a fan of, to now being okay with, to some degree. The first one I want to talk about is KVD Vegan Beauty. Now, we all know recently that Kendo has recently bought out all of Kat Von D's shares in the brand Kat Von D, and Kat Von D is no longer associated with the brand. They're actually not using her name anymore. They're actually renaming it to Kindness Vegan Discovery Vegan Beauty. I want to know who the fuck thought of that name. Kindness Vegan Discovery Vegan. There's too much vegan. And I'm all for vegans. Like, I'm not a vegan hater. I'm a vegetarian. We're part of the same group almost. You know what I mean? It's a questionable name, but Kat Von D is no longer gaining anything from KVD anymore. She has completely been bought out, and Kat Von D did state that she blames her, like, failure of her brand on influencers, when, no honey, take responsibility. You're a grown woman and a mother, you should be taking responsibility, but to be fair, she didn't vaccinate her kids, so I mean, how much responsibility does she really have? Okay, that comment that I just made, it was meant to be a joke, but it didn't come across that way, and I'm really sorry. I'm keeping it in the video because it supports my point, but I should have said it in a different way. I know someone's gonna take that and, you know, be upset with me for it, and trust me, I can see how I look like an asshole. Like, that was an asshole thing to say. But I am just extremely passionate about, you know, vaccinations and all of that stuff. It's really important to me, so that's why I made the comment. But I'm sorry if it sounded wrong. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, it didn't mean to sound that way. Sometimes I joke and it doesn't land. And that's all it was. It was purely meant to be a joke. I feel more okay with them as a brand now. I'm so glad that Kendo actually kicked out Kat Von D, and in a way it shows that boycotts really do work. A lot of people say, like, boycotts don't do anything, but in the case of Kat Von D, it really did work. There isn't anything that I want to purchase from the brand anytime soon, but I feel like if they come out with something and I'm interested in it, I will buy it, because now I feel okay that it's not Kat Von D associated. And I actually did keep my old pastel goth palette, but I'm not counting it as part of my makeup collection. I'm instead displaying it, can you see right there? On my bookshelf, because quite honestly, I don't really use the palette that much. I just keep it because it looks pretty and for sentimental value. So anyways, that was a really long tangent about KVD. Let's move on to the next brand that I changed my mind about for the better, and that's Luna Beauty, Manny MUA's makeup brand. Now, initially, I wasn't a big fan of Manny MUA's Luna Beauty, to be honest. When he came out with the Life's a Drag palette, I was literally like, what? Lipstick! And then he came out with the Medusa palette, and again I was like, not for me. But I feel like now he has proven that he comes out with really solid products. From what I hear from his lip glosses, his eyeshadow palettes, his highlighters even, like those beautiful, like those ones in the beautiful compact. Oh, they're so pretty. He hasn't been super problematic recently, at least to my knowledge. He's just out here doing his own thing, and I applaud Manny MUA for that. I'm actually really happy that his brand's doing well for him. I mean, I used to like Manny, and then I was a bit, like, iffy about him after a while, and now I'm indifferent about Manny MUA. But I would be really intrigued with trying Luna Beauty. And the final 3, these are 3 brands that I changed my mind about for the worst. Now let's start off with a brand that I really did like, and I was originally planning on buying stuff from them, However, they are no longer cruelty-free, and that is Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury, to my knowledge, has always been cruelty-free. She has created really great products. Charlotte Tilbury is a makeup artist, but recently it's been found out that they have been selling their products in China, and if you sell your products in China, you're not cruelty-free. I don't care what Wet n Wild tried to pull back in the day when they said, oh yeah, no, we can still make our products in China and sell them in China in stores and still be cruelty-free. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If you sell them online, that's a different story. But when they're in stores, you're not cruelty-free, honey. Can we tell that I am extremely passionate about cruelty-free and the fact that brands change their minds about being like, no, we're not cruelty-free anymore, sorry, No. It disappoints me. I wish China would change their animal testing policies, but yeah. No longer supporting Charlotte Tilbury. The next brand is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now,
I was rooting for you! We were all rooting for you! How dare you! Learn something from this!
Anastasia has been through some shady stuff in the past year and a half. I mean, we're talking constant releases when Anastasia was one of the very few brands that we could actually count on for really well thought out releases and very nicely spaced out, you know, like that was kind of like Anastasia's thing, like they were classy, you know what I'm saying? When Norvina like came out with her line within Anastasia, that's when things really started going downhill for me. And I know that Hannah from Smoky Glow, she did a video talking about the fall of Anastasia Beverly Hills, before the whole MLM shit happened. We're going to talk about that in a second. I'll link Hannah's video down below. You really should watch it if you want to catch up. And do you guys remember the whole ABH list thing? You know, the list. I'm not too sure exactly the time frame of when it happened, but Lacie from Spooky Lips of Fat Hips did a video on that very recently. I'll link that in the description down below. You should really check out both Hannah and Lacie. ABH list came out and that was like a whole clusterfuck on its own. And then very recently, like a couple weeks ago, they partnered with an MLM. Like, what? It doesn't make sense. And I remember seeing Norvina tweet out, what's an MLM? How are you in the beauty, like, world and not know what an MLM is? Like, MLMs, if you don't know, there's a whole bunch of information you can find out there, but MLMs are predatory. They are basically legal pyramid schemes, essentially, multi-level marketing. It preys upon mainly women who either work at home, you know, stay-at-home mums, military wives especially. I cannot express how disgusting MLMs are, and ABH partnered with Roden & Fields, an MLM. How did nobody do their research on this? How did this go through? Also, I want to add on the fact that on ABH's apology on Instagram, there are so many people who are Roden & Field Huns commenting saying, oh my god, MLMs are fine, Roden & Fields is fine, oh my god, everything's fine. The only people that benefit from pyramid schemes are the people at the very top making the money. Like, majority of people, like, I think 1% or 0.1% of people in MLMs make money. Go away, Roden & Field Huns, we're not buying into your scheme. And in a way, it really did make us all take off the rose-coloured glasses that we had with ABH and just realize, like, it's just crumbling, man. Their products are still really good. I do still have a brow gel from them and the Modern Renaissance palette, and they're good. Anastasia makes good products. I just don't understand what's happening with the brand. I don't know, man. And it really sucks because I don't really feel too comfortable buying from Anastasia at the moment. I'm not cancelling them. I'm not boycotting them. But I need a break from Anastasia, basically. Like, I need a break. I need a break. Also, my nails are looking awful. Please don't judge me on that. And the final brand we're going to be talking about, I feel like we all knew this was coming. Too-Faced! Too-Faced really lived up to their name, didn't they? Ooh, boy. Too-Faced has had a lot of issues in the beauty community, from their really shitty Christmas palettes. Like, the quality was not the same as their regular formula, and to be honest, their regular eyeshadow formula, I have tried 2 palettes from Too Faced. Actually no, 3. I tried the semi-sweet, the naturalized palette, and chocolate bonbons. Their eyeshadow formula is not worth the money. Like, it's not. It's drugstore quality. You can find- that's an insult to drugstore, actually. And then they did the whole collab with Nikkie Tutorials where they basically- we all know what happened with that. They fucked over Nikkie big time, and we all, even myself included, most of us didn't trust Nikkie Tutorials after that whole collab thing because we didn't know the full story, and to be honest, I can understand why we all, you know, like I said, myself included, didn't trust Nikkie Tutorials for a very long time, and she stated that she had to, you know, really work hard to build her reputation back up again to be trustworthy, which sucks. Like, it must have sucked so bad for her because it wasn't her fault, you know? And also, Jared Blandino with the whole Rich Lives Matter cake, like, come on, like, really? Really, we don't even need to talk about why that's wrong. And also his sister, Lisa Blandino, although she also goes by another name as well. I don't know. Either way, Lisa Blandino, Jared Blandino's sister, has so many times gone after smaller creators and gone after anybody that talks badly about Too Faced. Like, I've seen her in smaller creators' comments on their YouTube channels, like, berating them. I'm like, what the fuck's your problem, babe? People are allowed to have opinions. I mean, if you have a brand, people are going to put their opinions out there. If you can't take it, then don't be a part of it. And then the whole fucking bio. This is the bio right here. If I can find a photo, I'll insert it right here. After Nikkie Tutorials came out. Disgusting! She didn't even tweet about it. She didn't make a post. She made it her bio. How fucking petty do you have to be? Like, disgusting. And then Jared Blandino said that she's out of the company now. She's gone. Why didn't you get rid of her sooner? Honestly. But I still don't believe that Lisa Blandino is fully away from Too Faced. Either way, like, Too Faced has done so many things. I'm getting, like, fired up in this video. But Too Faced has really, really, really not been the brand to search for now. Like, I don't know anybody that's checking for Too Faced. Like, their releases are very stale. I feel like they're stuck in the old ways of beauty. Like, you know when the beauty community was first starting to become big? I remember how Too Faced was one of the big brands that we all loved. They've kind of lost that now. We don't support transphobia in this house. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about brands that I have changed my mind about. Of course, you're all entitled to your own opinion. I respect your opinion as long as you respect mine. Well, it's fine. It's fine to have a different opinion. I think people do forget that sometimes. You can follow me on my social media. I have a couple of Instagram accounts. I live stream on Twitch 3 times a week if you want to watch me play some video games. And I have my Spotify all linked down below. I hope you guys are having a great day and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!